Hey everybody, it's Leah here
And Lauren.
and once again we are two of your team leaders on Team Whole, and this is your launch to success video, and we're really excited. If you're brand new, we are so excited that you're here. We're so excited that you have partnered with us and that you're a part of this amazing team. And if you are an existing team member, we're just really glad that you're taking the time to connect into the things that we know help us pursue success and to impact people in what we're doing. So we're going to get started just by sharing a little bit about our stories with you so you have context for us. So Lauren, if you don't mind, share a little bit with us about how you got connected to Juice Plus and what it's done for your family.
Absolutely. I am a wife. My husband's name's Corey, and a mom. We have two children, one that was just born less than a month ago, and then a 2-year-old. And I'm a physician assistant. I work in an emergency department here in Indianapolis, Indiana. So we have always valued our health, and we're trying to get as many fruits and vegetables into our diet as we possibly could, just based on kind of some research we've done on our own about nutrition. And we knew we weren't getting enough, but we didn't have a solution to that problem. And that was about 3 years ago. And right around that time, a good friend of mine that I also work with in the ER introduced our family to Juice Plus, and it made so much sense to us. We knew we were deficient in fruits and vegetables, and that's exactly what Juice Plus is. It has a nutrition label. It's researched, which was very, very important to us. As my husband's a pharmacist, we're both in healthcare. And so we started right away, and we started sharing right away too, because we were very confident in telling other people about it without having our own personal story, just because the research said that positive things were going to happen in our body regardless of our experience. So we weren't expecting to have any kind of crazy results, but we have had a lot of really significant benefits in our family's health over the last 3 years. We really don't get sick anymore, and that used to be a reality for me, especially working in the emergency room. Our daughter has never had a sick visit to the doctor. She's never been on antibiotics. My husband's seasonal allergies have significantly improved. And it's also been a really huge blessing for our family, both financially as well as with time freedom, just because it's really enabled me to be able to be home with our kids more, which is so valuable. I love being able to be home with them. So Juice Plus has been a huge blessing for our family, just physically in our health, but also in our finances. And I can't wait to have more conversation with you so that I can share even more of our family story. So Leah, what about you? I'd love to hear a little bit about how you got started.
Yeah, so for me, this journey really started 8 years ago. I found myself in a health crisis that I completely did not anticipate or expect. And what happened was in a 1.5 year period of time, I'd been diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and as a result was really suffering from chronic fatigue, which was a domino effect that began to create depression and other, just challenging issues to getting through my day. In addition to that, I also realized that I had a really significant hormone imbalance and an overgrowth of yeast called Candida, which was really severe when we actually found out that that's what I had. So the point is, I had a myriad of health issues. I was one of the many Americans, in my opinion, that was a silent sufferer. And what I mean by that is most of the people in my life probably had no idea that I was suffering so much, not in my health, but also in my life. If you've ever been sick before, you know that it affects every part of your life, and it affects your overall vitality and ability to thrive. There was no thriving happening. It was all about surviving, being able to get myself out of bed each day, make it through my 8 or 9 hour work day and whatever responsibilities I had, and then couldn't wait to get back in bed again. That's just no way to live. And I was 24, I was newly married. And when you start projecting your current reality into the next 5 or 10 years, that gets pretty scary. And so that was my health wake-up call. I came to a place where I knew I was desperate and changes had to be made. And I realized that just through learning and getting educated, our biggest missing link were fruits and vegetables. But we had challenges, a lot of them, to getting them in every day. I mean, that would have been another full-time job to get 7 to 13 servings in every single day. And as I was praying for some type of solution, some type of answer, I was introduced by a lady at a fitness center to Juice Plus. And the reason we decided to consume it was pretty simple, because it was food. It carried a nutrition facts label. It was not a vitamin or a supplement. I was not looking for another vitamin or a supplement. I knew my body needed food. So that was the biggest thing. But the research mattered to us a lot too, because it made me feel confident that what I was consuming every day was actually making a difference. It was being absorbed and it was benefiting the body. And within the first 3 or 4 months, we started noticing things like my seasonal allergies all of a sudden seemed non-existent. And I'd had them since childhood. My husband, who had a gag reflex to raw vegetables prior to Juice Plus, all of a sudden was craving and eating raw vegetables. That was a really big deal. I mean, honestly, to us, it was kind of like a miracle. And we still are amazed by that to this day, how most of his diet the bulk of it are fruits and vegetables now. Same thing for me. I started craving more fruits and vegetables. We started noticing the longer we consumed Juice Plus, after about a year, we weren't getting sick. We weren't taking over-the-counter meds. My husband, we realized he hadn't had his seasonal asthma issue. He doesn't even have an inhaler now. And then since then, the chronic fatigue has gone away. I have more energy now as a mom with 2 kids and 1 on the way than I did with no kids at the age of 24. Plus, I have amazing vitality and thriving in my life, which has given me a chance to invest in the people that matter most to me, and not to have to be so absorbed in, my struggle, my health struggle. And as a result of that, a huge blessing for us has been the fact that we've been able to have 2 and now 3 healthy pregnancies, and our kids have never needed antibiotics for anything, and they really don't get sick. And that's just a gift for our entire family. And honestly, this business journey started to cover our family's costs, and it continued because I have a conviction that this can help everybody. And who am I to keep that to myself? Because everybody can benefit from this. So you're going to get to know our stories a lot more, especially on Voxer. You'll get to know us more on Voxer, and Lauren's actually going to share a little bit with you about what Voxer is now.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Leah. I love hearing your story. So I'm just going to share my screen with you a little bit here. So Voxer is a tool that we use all the time on our team. I use Voxer almost every single day. And so we are really, really excited to get to know you. And this is going to be one of the primary tools that we're going to use just to get to know you better. So Voxer actually is a walkie-talkie. So you can record voice messages for each other, but you also can send text messages. You can send pictures. It's just a great way to communicate. And we all are so, so busy. Some of us have kids or, full-time jobs, and it's really hard to align schedules for everyone to get on the phone at the same time. So what Voxer enables us to do is whenever you have a question or a concern, you can just leave a Voxer message for one of us, and we can get back with you when it's convenient for our schedules. And so a lot of times that happens a lot quicker than if we were to try to hop on the phone and to talk on the phone. So this is a really, really, really awesome tool that we use. And it's a fun way for us to get to know each other better as well, and have camaraderie on our team and share messages, with a lot of different people too. Another thing that we use is our team Facebook page, and that's this here. This is a picture of some of the people on our team at our conference last fall. And this is a place where we celebrate, where we communicate with each other, and we just really, stay in community with one another. And so this is going to be another place that you guys are going to be added. And I think you'll really find a lot of value in being a part of this Facebook page. So now I'm going to hand it back over to Leah, and she's just going to kind of talk a little bit more about some next steps for you guys.
So a lot of the reason why we share these things is because our desire is for all of you to be able to move forward, and whatever that looks like for you. And we really love being able to help people get to the top commission level in our company, if that's something that is exciting for you. The reason that we like to do that is because when you're at the top commission level of our company, which is called sales coordinator, you are eligible to earn back 100% of what the company pays out every time a person consumes Juice Plus. And if you're going to spend that time serving somebody and educating them, it just makes sense to make as much as you can for the time you're spending loving on them, right? So, one of the things in our marketing plan, there are 7 steps. And that 4th step of the process is that top commission level. And we, on our team, we're helping people get to that top commission level within their first 3 to 6 months in the business, if that's what they want to do. It's very feasible, and pretty much looks like having a team of 6 other people that are sharing this message with you, and about 48 people among all of you that are consuming our trio. So it's very feasible, and it happens by people working together and being excited about this mission together. So we're going to set you up, or you're going to be set up on a Vox chat so that we can help you think through people to share with and how to get started, sharing with people. And that's something that we're very passionate about, the way in which we share with people, because, you can't buy Juice Plus in a store. We have a whole system of education that is really important to us, and 80% of our sales actually are purely from customers, people that are just customers. This is not a buyer's club, and what I mean by that is it's not a bunch of people that just sign up for the business to get a better cost on their product. 80% of the people are just purely customers that we're taking care of. Our business is awesome. And it is a fit for a lot of people, but it's not a fit for everybody. And for the people that just want to invest in their health, then we just want to take good care of them as a customer. And gaining customers is one of the ways that we get paid. And so we want to help show you guys how to do that and how to do it faster. The faster you connect with us, the faster that will happen. So Lauren, I'm going to pass it back over to you so you can just share really briefly a little bit about GoPro, which is teaching us how to be a professional in this industry. It's a book everybody on our team reads and learns from.
Awesome. Yeah. So I highly, highly recommend you guys reading GoPro. It has totally revolutionized my personal business, and I've heard lots of people say that. So I like to think of us as connectors. So we, connect with people, and then we connect those people with educational materials about Juice Plus, and then we follow up. So GoPro gives us some really simple verbiage that we can use when we are connecting with people. And so just to kind of give you guys an example of something I might say when I'm connecting with someone, I might say, I thought of you because I know you're a really busy mom, and I know it's so hard to get 9 or 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables into our kids every day. And I know I struggle with that. So our family has learned about something called Juice Plus, and it's made such an impact on our family's health. I'd love for you to learn more about it. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? So that last line is really key. We're asking them permission to send them a video, and then we follow up with them afterwards. And we will talk with you guys individually about the follow-up via Voxer. So it's very simple, and that verbiage is verbiage that I use almost every single day when I'm connecting with people. So I think it's really important for us to mention on here. And one other thing that we wanted to talk about as we kind of wrap up this particular video is just what sets apart our Juice Plus franchise? Because there's a lot of things that set it apart. So the first thing is that it's actually a franchise. So like Starbucks or Chick-fil-A, those are franchises. And so our Juice Plus business is a franchise. So what that means is there's a system that's in place for us to follow. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. The company is so gracious and really helps us every step of the way, which is awesome. And, you know, just for just $50 a year, we can, if we want to, build $1 million a year business, which is just crazy if you think about it. And there have been plenty of people that have done that in our Juice Plus franchise. So it's really exciting. And the second one is that all positions are permanent. So once you get promoted, you can't ever move backwards. You're always going to be at that level. And we don't have any quotas. We don't have any inventory that we have to keep. And even though, you know, we stay at a certain level, we still can go at our own pace. There's no, you know, additional requirements once you get promoted to a specific level. You are in charge, which is just awesome because life, you know, there's ebbs and flows. And so we're the ones that call the shots, which is a really exciting thing. So I'm going to turn it back over to Leah. She's going to tell us a few other things about our franchise.
Yeah, so I just wanted to mention a few last things here. There is another really unique thing about our franchise, and that's called qualifying your business. And you're going to learn a lot more about that moving forward. I'm not going to go into it right now, but I did want to mention it and plant that seed. It's one of the biggest milestones in our business, and people are hitting that around month 2 and 3 on our team. So keep that in mind. Also, at the top of our company, when you reach the national marketing director position, that step 7, because I mentioned there were 7 steps earlier, you actually receive an entire benefits package from the company, including, you know, major medical insurance, health, life, disability, a holiday bonus. I mean, it is packed with tons of benefits that are really unique to our type of business and industry. I don't know of any other company that does that for the people on the field like us. So that's a huge blessing for families. And then you also get specific bonuses along the way as you hit certain levels in the company. And that's in addition to your income that you're making every month for sharing Juice Plus with people. So really exciting. So glad. Congrats on saying yes and joining this team and this mission. We want to see you and we want to get to know you, and we're really excited to work with you. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot.
You know?